Hey, it's Brock here from Rock Hill Farms, and today I want to demonstrate the rest of the setup for my Artillian modular ROP system. So in the last video I showed how to install this system, and we put on the chainsaw holder, this toolbox, and the fuel can holder, which also will hold your sledgehammer, an axe, wedges, just a little bit of everything. And then of course I've got extra chains and a chainsaw sharpener and some felling wedges in the toolbox. So this is all set up to go out and split wood or fell some trees, but that's not the full setup. I've got some additional accessories, and then I have a wall mount accessory bar that all of these quick attach products can easily be transferred back and forth with. So I'm going to install that wall mount system out here in my shop or in my equipment shed, and then kind of show how easily you can vary the setups and reorient everything to make it convenient for whatever you happen to be doing that day. Then after that, I'm going to use the bucket to plow some snow, because as I showed in my last video, my snow pusher will not work with the mechanical self-leveling loader. So I'm going to have to just do the best I can with the bucket. So let's get started. Alright, this part of the install is super simple. You've got the exact same bar that we used on the tractor, and then just these wall mount adapters. It came with all the hardware you would need if you were mounting this on a wooden wall, or, you know, I'm mounting it onto this attachment shelf temporarily. I think it would be fine here, but I'd rather have it on the other side of the shed. But we've got all of our products in there right now, and so I think this will make a good attachment point for right now. The nice thing is, this would only take a couple of minutes to move, so. But yeah, they gave you everything you needed to attach it to wood, concrete, an enclosed trailer, whatever your setup is. So all we're going to do is screw these into the wood with this flange facing towards the outside. Then we'll take the bar, set it up here to get the distance. It's like right about there. I've got another really cool modification coming on the tractor. And it's something I'm really excited about, but I don't want to show it before the actual video. So hopefully in the next week or two, I'll have one that I'm really excited about demonstrating. Okay. Then all you do is put these caps in right here, and those hold the rail on, and we can start putting the attachments on. So as you can see, this is only going to take a few minutes. So if I want it somewhere else later, no big deal. There's foam padding inside of all the attachment points so that you're not going to scratch the paint off and cause it to rust or anything like that. Of course, most of us are going to have this kind of a setup inside. Although I was actually thinking it'd be pretty handy for my mowing trailer, really. And that's it. Now let's start putting the attachments on. This one is a 5-gallon bucket holder. I showed this in the other one, but I'll just show it up close one more time for this video. This is a very simple system. The bar slides, or these cutouts right here slide over the bar. It's got a cam lock. Just pivot that down and locks it in. Alright, so that's locked on tight. Now as an example here, I've got this 5-gallon bucket of grass seed. I had the bag setting over here, and the other day I got up against the bag and ripped it, so I had to dump it into this bucket. It was spilling out everywhere. But if I had some spots along the yard that I wanted to put seed out, you just have this on the back and, sprinkle it out from this. Or whatever you're doing, if you're picking up rocks and just want to put them in there, or say you're repairing a fence and you've got all your parts in there, definitely handy. Then I showed this one in the last video. This is a tool holder, mainly for yard and garden tools like shovels and, a pick or whatever kind of rake you're using. Now this was set up in the orientation to go this way, but it's reversible. So I took these 2 quick locks off, moved them over to this side, and now I can have those tools standing up and down. See what kind of tools I just happen to have here. Right next to me was a shovel. Okay. Go ahead and grab a couple more hand tools and put in this rack. Alright, so I don't see a rake down here, but I had another shovel. So we'll stick that in there and say, you're getting the idea. You can put whatever you want in here. And then take that along with you on the back of the tractor if you're doing a lot of that type of work. Or it's going to be pretty handy just here in the shed to not have to walk around like I just did and look for these tools. Probably stagger them 2 up and 2 down, especially on the back of the tractor. Now, let's say I've been out cutting wood and I want to switch gears to another project. We can just easily rotate this like this. Now, I haven't pulled this out at this height to see how heavy it is with the chainsaw. Trying to decide. I think I'll just lift it with the chainsaw in it, but you could easily take the chainsaw out. It might depend on how high you put it. I put mine up fairly high. But yeah, that's not too heavy. So now I'm done with this. Put it on right there. And as you can see, you can very easily switch between what type of accessories you want. So I have what they call the large toolbox, and it's actually pretty darn big. But then they have an extra large. It's almost as wide as the back of the tractor. So John from A Ritter Bit Will Do has a video where his daughter is sitting in the extra large toolbox on the back of his tractor. So you don't even have to worry about overloading it or being able to haul everything. Now that I think about it, I've got 2 chainsaws now. I may end up with 2 of these chainsaw holders. We'll see kind of how it goes with one once I'm out there cutting a lot, you know, what really seems necessary or useful, because the big saw is going to be more of a felling saw, and then the smaller one will be more of a limbing saw. But I think it'd be handy to have two of them. Since the first video came out, I've had a couple of people ask me about using this with the backhoe. And you do have to remove this bar to use it with the backhoe, but I'll show you just how easy that is. So, you already know how these come off. So now, you just saw how long it took to remove all those accessories. Now if I wanted to put the backhoe on, I pull that pin right there, lift this bar off, and you're ready for the backhoe. No problems whatsoever. And that's the same thing if you're just wanting more visibility for, you know, seeing your box blade or whatever you're doing. These normally requires you to remove 2 bolts right here to take this rack off, but this is a quick hitch system or a quick detach system for the bar. It just saves that one extra step. So I think that pretty much does it for the Artillian modular tool rack on the ROPS of this tractor. So now I'm going to go move a little snow with a bucket, and stick around and catch some of that if you want. At the end you'll see links to a couple more of our videos right here, and I'll see you next time.